When you see this, I'll already be gone. I'll have gone into hiding, or my pursuers will have managed to find me. Forgive me that I couldn't tell you in person, but this way I want to ensure that you find out who I really am. On the one hand, I owe you. On the other, I don't want you to concentrate on finding me when I suddenly disappear. I have never told anyone else what I'm about to tell you. I am Hannah's half-brother. Her and I have never met, and although that was the only reason I contacted her all the time ago, I never told her. Soon, I was forced to cut contact with her, but shortly before she disappeared, she turned to me asking for help. Hannah and Lily are the only family I have left, and I hope you understand now why I was so invested in finding her. I ask you to keep my secret, because I don't want to be responsible for her family breaking apart. It's no longer in my power to find Hannah. Her fate is now entirely in your hands. I thank you for our conversations and your courage. We will see each other again when the time comes. You are making a big mistake with this vote. Hannah disappears, and the only thing that you have is the cell phone number she sent. The person behind this number is an important piece of the puzzle in the search. There is no way that I'm going to accept the fact that you are looking to remove this important puzzle piece. Be aware that all of your digital activities are monitored and recorded by me. Therefore, you should focus on finding out the identity of the real perpetrator, instead of wasting our time. In order to find Hannah, you will need us both. Don't forget that.
I want you to stay out of this, but you didn't listen. You think this is all just a game, don't you?
My identity is irrelevant. Let's not waste time with useless questions. I witnessed the abduction. This is all you need to know at the moment. I'm in possession of passwords, emails, and I have access to private accounts. I will provide you with information that will help you to make sense of the situation. You might not always like what you learn, but it'll help to find Hannah. Trust me.
Hello, my name is Lily Donford. The missing girl Hannah Donford is my sister, and I know who's behind her disappearance. Some time ago, my sister sent us a cell phone number. At that point, she had already been gone missing. In the meantime, the person this number belongs to has attempted to infiltrate our circle of friends in order to obtain information about Hannah, her friends, and my family. This person has help of an unknown man. This man has illegally access to my sister's private data, spied on us, and even threatened us in multiple occasions. I'm really sure that these two people are the real perpetrators. Therefore, it seems also likely that they're behind the dead body that has recently been found in Duskwood. I'm in possession of both cell phone numbers as well as personal information, and I'm prepared to hand this over to anyone who's willing to help. Please. I want my sister back. Help me find Hannah and bring these two kidnappers to justice.
Hey, listen. It's been almost exactly 10 years now since Jennifer disappeared from Duskwood without a trace. She had been on the way to her dad's, but she never got there. The whole town looked for her, without pause, until her body was found by an employee of the lumber mill. The police was so sure it was murder, until the autopsy concluded that Jennifer had injuries which not could have come from an attack on her. It turned out that Jennifer had been hit by a car, and that she had died on the side of the crash. I don't know, the driver must not have seen Jennifer on the dark road on the outskirts of Duskwood. And to hush up his crime, he buried her deep in the forest, so that she may never be found. But here's the weird part about all of this. Of course, Iris had asked Hannah about the reason she wanted to visit. Hannah told her that she believed to have been followed by the same man who also killed Jennifer. But if it wasn't murder, but an accident, then why would the same killer be after Hannah too? Hey, I hope I'm not disturbing, but I need you to tell us on the phone. I'm currently on my way home, and I just heard this. They found a corpse. They didn't release much information, but it seems to be female. I don't know if the others heard it yet, but I phoned them right away and started a good conversation. I'm really concerned. Talk to you later. Okay. You ready? The legend of the man without a face is as old as Duskwood itself. He lives deep in the forest and roams the street of Duskwood at night. He marks the doors of the biggest sinners with a sign of the raven. And in the night of the first new moon each year, he makes his return to the market houses. He's taking every single person in the building. Men, women, children, guilty or not. Supposedly he takes them into the forest, and they never come back. Creepy, isn't it? Hey, something terrible happened. Dan had a car accident last night. He must have lost control of his car. It flipped over several times. Doctors don't know if he's gonna live. That's all my fault. Hysterical when Gray told us about the incident just now. Gray told us that Alfie was playing in front of the motel as usual. He himself was in one of the rooms at the time doing God knows what. And next thing he sees is Thomas gripping Alfie up by the shoulders, yelling at him and shaking him. Gray immediately ran outside to them to protect Alfie. Apparently that's when he hit Thomas. Wait, what else did he say?
He wanted to know about the thing with the man without a face.
Oh, yes. Thomas said something about the man without a face, and then he took off. Richie is currently rummaging through everything to look for... We used to have these giveaways, chocolate wrenches printed with the shop logo. He wants to use them to calm Alfie down, because he started getting hysterical when Gray told us about the incident just now. I have to go help Richie real quick.
Hey, I was just at the library trying to pick up the book. I rushed over like a maniac so that I would be able to make it. Don't you know, the woman in the front told me that the book has been taken out. Hello? They should really mark that in their search tool accordingly so that people like me will make the trip for nothing. I thought this is why they have the archive. And now, you know what makes it worse? She could not even tell me when it would be back, because whoever has it is 4 days overdue. Of course, I asked her if she could tell me who the person is that has it. But no, of course she can't. And now I'm rushing back to the shop with empty hands. I wasted my break and don't make any progress at all.
Hey, thank you for talking to me on the phone. I wanted to be home before it got dark. Oh man, unbelievable that Cleo and Thomas were going to break into that basement. I mean, what did those two think they were going to find? There isn't anything in there. And what if I will be unable to get a hold of them now? Does that mean Phil is seriously going to call the police? Damn, it would be the last thing we need.
Hi, good idea to talk on the phone. Yeah, this way I don't have to write as much. So, she saw Hannah right before her disappearance. Hannah walked out of the pharmacy while Mrs. Sully was sitting in the Rainbow Cafe while people watching. She always does that because it's pretty much in the town center. Yeah, but anyway. She said Hannah was white as a wall when she left the pharmacy, and she was holding something in her hand. Normally she wouldn't have thought anything of it, but she noticed because Hannah looked so freaked out. She already gave her statement to the police, telling them the same thing, but however, they didn't seem to care as much. Yep, that's it. What was that? There's someone at the door.
I want you to stay out of this, but you didn't listen. You think this is all just a game, don't you?
Hi, we've just been to the pawn shop. Mr. Oakley was pretty nice, thankfully. But initially he was pretty hesitant, wasn't sure if he should give us any insight. Well, guess who handed in the bracelet? Phil.
What about Richard?
A missing girl and a body in Duskwood's forest. What looked like it was a clean-cut case now appears to be more complicated. At today's press conference, the police broke their silence for the first time and announced details about the running investigation. The deceased was identified as Duskwood local Emmy Bell Lewis. The young woman's body was found a few days ago by a man who was going for a walk in the forest. possible ties to the recent disappearance of the missing Hannah Donford were neither confirmed nor denied by police officials.
Hannah. Something happened to Hannah. I saw it. I'm on your side. You have to trust me.
Hey, well, that wasn't just any random scream. There was someone shouting my name, that's for sure. Straight from the forest. Wait a sec. I'll turn on the camera. All quiet now. Hey, what if that was Hannah? What if she needs my help? I think I saw someone. Hello? Hello? Hannah?